My name is Noah Schaefer. I am in the Civil Engineering Technologies program, and in the ConCREATE Club, I am on the board of directors.
Hi, I'm Madison Kistler. I have a degree in surveying technology and I'm currently in the concrete science program and I'm the president of the Concrete Design Club.
Hi, I'm Harrison Wolfarth. I'm a construction science technologies graduate and concrete science technologies major currently pursuing. And I am the vice president of the Concrete Design Club here at Pennsylvania College of Technology.
What are all this random paper? I don't need this.
Hey! You can use this paper, instead of just throwing it away, you can use it for something we call Papercrete.
Papercrete? What's that?
Papercrete is concrete where you use paper in the place of your aggregate. So you soak paper, mix it up with the cement, and you have Papercrete. And it's a sustainable material and it's easy to make so anybody can do it.
All right, Noah, what do we got here?
So using the paper we collected from the school, it doesn't have to be anything special. We got, some papers that was from poster. It's a bit shiny. We got pamphlets, just your regular old paper. And what you do now is you'll take it and you'll soak it in this bucket of water that now Maddie will explain.
Yep.
So after you put it in the water, you have to let it soak for like 24 to 48 hours. And then you can start ripping up the paper like Noah's doing here.
Yep.
So you just rip it up into little shreds, just fine enough that you can get in there with something to agitate it later. You'll see with the drill. And we're just gonna rip it up in some little pieces. Now you can do this either before you get it wet or after, depending on what you want. You could even just use like a paper shredder you have in your office and just collect the shavings over time.
An important thing to remember is that you want about 2-inch strips or smaller. That'll make the blending process a lot easier. Okay, so once you've selected your drill and the paddle bat, we'll be using the smaller one. You want to make sure that you have some safety glasses and an N95 mask, just in case any paper gets into the air, paper particles, don't want to breathe those in. So here we are, here's our bucket. As you can see, we've portioned out the amount that we want. Most of your mix is gonna be paper based on the ratios that we know that we're using. So you start mixing it up. It's all soaked. You haven't added any water. You just have paper in here, soaked paper. So we'll start mixing it up here. Give it a shot. So as you can see, it's a little difficult to mix up, so we're gonna add some water. So now you're going to add some water. That's good. All right, something like that just to get it going. One thing for people at home who have a smaller drill like this, we can add water to make the process a little easier. Now you're gonna have more water in your mix, so you might wanna let it sit a little bit before you use it in the actual concrete, but it is something you can do to make it easier. So, a little bit of water here, and dampen it down, because we are running into this issue where we have just some larger pieces that aren't getting broken up. You can also hand pick them out as an option, but that is a cumbersome task. So I'm just gonna try and mix it up here. So here, this is about what you're looking for. Something about this consistency. This is a bit too much moisture. You want a little bit less than that if you want to retain your strength. But this is what you're looking at right there.
In order to make this mix, we use 5 parts of the paper pulp, 1 part sand, and 2 parts Portland cement type 1. And here we have the 5 parts of pulp, 1 part of sand, 2 parts of Portland.
So for the consistency for this, you want it to be like regular concrete, so kind of like a peanut butter consistency. So if you have to add more water, you can. It's kind of hard to get it exactly right because the paper absorbs a lot of the water.
So we came up with two separate mix designs, one with rapid set and one with the Portland cement. So this one we use Portland cement type 1 into the sand and the paper pulp. Another,
Right here we have a rapid set cement, integrates the sand into the cement as well. Same portioning and volume as the cement plus sand from the first mix, and the pulp is the same.
so and a couple differences we noticed here with the two is these were poured on the same day, and you can see how the Portland, it's much softer and it shrank a whole lot more than the rapid set.
Yep. So two different mix designs and two drastically different results. So.
Oh, yeah, look at it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, bigger than
We didn't get a number up there. There it goes.
The main idea of this project was to demonstrate that Papercrete could be used as a sustainable material and it's easy to use, so we can spread the awareness of different types of concrete. And we plan to use this in our lab and further our education about Papercrete and what it can be used for.